This is a quick video to tell you about a super deal that you might want to get in on if you're into air guns, as I am. I got back into air guns because of the shortage and high price of .22 ammo, and I've covered that before in another video, but I bought this. I don't know if I ever actually got around to making a video of this. This is the Crosman bug out kit, Doomsday bug out kit, and I read a lot of adverse comments about this by people who said that, oh, the water bottle it comes with is just a cheap water bottle, cheap plastic water bottle, and the backpack it comes with is just a cheap little nylon backpack, and not a real backpack. And the 2289 backpacker pistol / carbine that it comes with is not a real backpacker, because it doesn't have exactly the same barrel length as the original backpacker, and because it's based on the later design with the bolt action, as opposed to the sliding breech cover arrangement that the original backpacker had. But so what? Also, I've read comments that, oh, you're not going to use this in a real end of the world scenario. This is not going to do anything for you, when the zombies come or whatever. Well, I want to address those things very briefly. First of all, yes, this is basically a 1322 Crosman with a slightly longer barrel, and with the buttstock that you can, if you have a 1322 or a 1377 or a 2240 or any of those, based on any of the Crosman pistols that are based on the same basic design, you can buy one of these buttstocks and add it to it to make it a little carbine. But this is a .22 caliber little pump-up pistol, and the great thing about this is it does have enough power to kill small game with, squirrels, rabbits, or whatever, bullfrogs, what have you. This thing will feed you. And to all the naysayers, well, the backpack is just big enough to pack everything in. The cheap water bottle is, yes, it's just a cheap plastic water bottle, but it's just like any other cheap plastic water bottle that millions of people use when they jog or bicycle or whatever, then it came with a tin of pellets, not JSBs like these, but it did come with pellets, and it came with a pad of targets, and it came with a so-called first aid kit, which is just a little nylon pack from Curad of band-aids, or bandages anyway. I don't remember if Curad is the company that makes the Band-Aid brand or what, but anyway, whatever. So yeah, it's not an EMT level first aid kit, which is another thing that people were complaining about. But the thing is, the 1322, now this is a 2289, as I mentioned, and what makes it a 2289 backpacker is the buttstock and the slightly longer barrel compared to a 1322. Also, the pump handle is different and better, improved pump handle. But you can buy the stock, you can buy the longer barrel, you can buy the pump handle, and make your 1322 into basically the same thing as this. It won't be a 1389 backpacker, but it'll be the same gun anyway. So the point I'm getting at is that this actually is a very good food gathering tool. Squirrels, rabbits, you know, bullfrogs, snakes, you know, protein. You can kill stuff that you can eat with it. And that's a good thing. It's cheaper and quieter than 22 long rifle. And it does a great job. Now, as you can see, I added pistol grips to this one from my 2240, which is now a full-time carbine. But I still have the quick release carbine attachment, carbine stock attachment, plunger on this. So, you know, it just kind of fits into the meaty part of my hand there, the web of my hand, so it's not really a problem. I can shoot it with that. And you know, I really prefer to shoot it as a pistol, but I do have the buttstock if I'm going to seriously hunt with it, and I've got this rope sling on it. So what I do is I sling it over my shoulder and behind my back, and it'll carry like that, and I can just swing it around when I want to shoot it and not have to unsling it or anything, but just, you know. Now, you see the white screw on that. Those are actually the 632 screws that that you can buy for a wall switch plate. It's the right thread size, so that's what I used since I had a couple of them laying around. And anyway, this is a good food gathering tool. Okay, to this point in the video, we've talked about the 2289 bug out kit, which unfortunately is no longer available, and I'm sure it has a lot to do with all the naysayers who have talked bad about it and warned people off of it and so on. Let me just say though that the list price on a 1322, which is the 22 caliber pump up pistol version of this. This is basically a deluxe version of the 1322 as noted. And the list price is, I believe, $69.95 on a 1322. And I got the whole kit for $69.95 and free shipping from Cabela's back when they were available. So, you know, you really can't complain about that, because for the price of a basic 1322, I got the deluxe 1322 version called the Backpacker with the stock, which I believe, if I remember correctly, that stock is about $30 list. I think maybe you can get them for as little as $25 or something. And I got the little backpack, which, you know, you can get a little backpack like that for a couple of bucks sometimes. A tin of pellets, the water bottle, and a package of Band-Aids, and a pad of targets. So it was a good deal. But like I said, they discontinued it, but you can still get the 1322. But I noticed a few months ago, because I like this pistol so much, I wanted to get the basic, you know, brown plastic stock pistol version, but in 177 caliber. Since I already had this, I didn't want to duplicate this, but I wanted to get one in 177 caliber for the sometimes cheaper pellets, definitely more readily available pellets. And I actually can buy 22 pellets, you know, by watching for deals. I get 22 pellets for just about as cheap as anywhere I can find 177 pellets for. Decent pellets too. But be that as it may, 177 pellets are easier to find cheap and to pick up anywhere in the United States and most other places easier to find than 22 pellets. Although 22 pellets are not difficult to find, 177 pellets are easier to find. So I think I was paying $2 per tin of 250 Daisy 177 pellets. And I bought a whole bunch of them for that, probably 10,000 of them. So anyway, though, a while back I was looking on Amazon thinking about getting a 1377, which is the 177 version of the 1322. And what I found was that they had the 1322 on sale for $50 and free shipping. But they did not have the 1377, the 177 caliber version, for that price. I think it was like $60 or something for the 177 version. So I decided I would just wait. You know, I did eventually want a 1377, but I wanted to get it on sale, you know, get it as cheaply as I could. So I just happened to check last night because I was doing some reading about the 1377, and I read where one guy said that he carries his 1377 with him everywhere to use for bagging small game or whatever. And to me, that's a good thing for one. You know, it's a good air gun to carry in your car or whatever, if it's legal to do so where you live, and use it as an emergency food gathering tool, or, you know, to dispatch a rattlesnake that comes into your campsite or whatever. You know, any number of uses for such a utility tool. So anyway, after reading that, I looked on Amazon.com last night and I found that they happened to be on sale for less than $40, $38.90 I think is what it is, and free shipping. So I pulled the trigger, went ahead and ordered one, and it has not arrived yet, but I decided I'd better do a quick video, show you this, and tell you about the deal now, you know, so that if you want to get in on that price, you can, instead of waiting until it arrives and potentially, you know, they're out of them or it goes off sale or whatever. So look in the information section down below the video here, and there will be a link to that deal. If you want to buy a 1377, there's never been a better time than now.